Hello everybody, welcome back to the Viewfinder. Hello, how's it going? Things are doing pretty well right now. If you remember, I had pruned these boys at the end of the last vlog, which was 2 days ago. And they're already shooting off with new life, which is very exciting. Heck yes, very exciting for him. Now, today I wanted to do a bit of a DIY day, but I really got stuck in inescapable admin life. I am planning a trip to LA / mid-California in 2-3 weeks, which means I gotta do a lot of admin to prepare for this. But house stuff, I really want to get into DIY. I've tried to teach myself some things, but I am so anxious about it. I watched so many videos of people trying to install pendant light fixings, and the comments were like, wow, you made it seem so easy. And I'm like, no, this is so scary. Mine might involve rewiring, so I might be able to have a fixing in my bedroom. So I think that I just contacted an electrician. Hopefully I can get a Sparky to do it, as they say here. However, when it comes to hanging up my own mirrors and things, I would much rather teach myself to do that. That is some life skills. I don't want to pay anyone to do it. I want to do it myself, but dang, am I so anxious about it. I know some things, but all the things I know are based on American terms, and so I'm trying to figure things out, switch them around, using the metric as well now. Either way, today's first DIY project, the first one of the house actually, as I go around my lights, I have a very messy place right now, is I'm going to drill a hole in my bedside table. So I can essentially have these ugly wires, which I have put in a wire tamer, but it's just so big that it doesn't fit over here. So essentially my plan is to drill a hole in the back of here. I also am going to disconnect the plug from here, because supposedly that's really easy to do in this country compared to the US. You can just unscrew the old fuse box, this type of thing. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Let's see how I go. So I'm not a handyman necessarily. I'm a computer man. I could do that type of stuff, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm not necessarily saying anyone do what I'm doing. I'm probably doing everything wrong. I've got this, which looks pretty sharp. Looks like it drills circles, which is good, because my main goal essentially is to disconnect the plug from this guy, and then this looks like it's good enough for that. However, I do have to think that there are going to be plugs coming out of this when it's finished, so I might need to do a bigger hole. I'm sure there's other things, more efficient ways of doing this, but first time. It's in the back of the bedside table. No one's gonna know if I mess it up, except God. And you, which is worse. First step is going to be using this guy to disconnect the parts of this plug. Let's see. I've just never done this before. I didn't know it was a thing. I know that, for instance, in the US, our plugs do not have anything like this, any fuses in it. It's quite a nifty feature, so that way instead of having to go out and buy an entirely new cable, you just replace the fuse. If you can get the right bit. Look what we got here. Isn't that fancy? Okay, so I've taken all the wires out. It's not too thick. Cool, and I don't know, now it's time to drill a hole into this guy and hope it doesn't end up badly. I'm gonna be drilling through both this part of the wood and the inner drawer at the same time, so that way it's the same spot. I feel like maybe that's a bad idea, but maybe it's a good idea. I'm terrified of this. Reading the manual. You gotta make sure you know what you're doing with some heavy machinery. Literally. I have no idea what I'm doing. Nope. You all right in there? I don't know if this is, are you meant to go in? He's not doing it. It looks like a crazy llama with his tongue out. Oh, it's getting tighter. Oh, yeah, I think it was just super, super loose. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right, so I've tightened it all the way, but part of me is terrified that I'm gonna fire this off and it's just gonna harpoon my window, my wall. All right, here goes nothing. Just. Hey, that's nice. All right, guys, pray for me, okay? Let's see what happens. Making a mess. All right, we got all the way through. Now to make sure that the drawer stays there. Pretty nice quality wood though. That's good at least. The issue is I need this to stay closed. I did it. I did it. There's a hole. Let's see how that looks. Check out my hole. I really should have measured it. Oh, it's not too bad. For Daddy's first try, you can really see that I should have measured a little bit higher because it is nearly tearing through the entirety of the drawer bottom. So, you know, you live, you learn. Or you live and you don't learn. Hopefully not that one. Okay. Well, we gotta commit. The inside of the back of the drawer will never be seen by anyone, so I think we're in business. With this new system, I should be able to, we'll just test it out. Where's my wire? This guy should go right through, right? Ta-da! Look at that! All right, so that is good news. Now, I don't know if that's gonna be enough room for other wires. So, worked out pretty well. However, I kind of want to future-proof this. I have a giant extension cable here. Only 2 things plugged in, and it's pretty much at max capacity. And the main thing that I want plugged into this, like at all times, is this lovely little IKEA lantern here I have on the bed. And he's got quite a thick boy. Yeah, that's troubling. So this is the way the IKEA's light plug is. It doesn't seem like there's a way for me to unhook this. So that's a frustrating thing I should have probably realized beforehand. You know, it'll probably be more useful to have a larger hole than all these small ones where if I want to put a specific wire in, I have to unscrew a fuse. You know, it's good for the future. But okay. A little bit more. Looks like a little bit more up top and we'll be in business. And it looks really ugly. It's my baby. I can fit a whole thing in there, so that's amazing. It's really just done exactly what I wanted it to do, and now I can keep all my wires out of sight. I know there's an angle in there. Oh! Success! I did it! Okay, and now the part that, in the end, wasn't as necessary as I thought. But at least I know how to do it now. I've got to put this back together, plug this in, and then essentially I've got one wire, and all my stuff looking really nice, just hidden behind this nice little drawer. No one needs to see the back. This is our secret. Neutral's done, and the final one. And so, the moment of truth. All right, feeling super DIY now that I've had a successful day building out that little bedside table thing. I did one for both sides now, put extension cables in. Pretty great. Now, it's time I build some Alex, all right? This is my boy, Alex. We're going to be building him today a nice drawer solution that's the exact size of my printer. Basically why I got it, in my last place, I didn't have space to run a printing business. I really didn't. Like, the printer itself is, I think, 65 centimeters wide, which is half of a standard 120 centimeter wide desk. And also it's like 38 centimeters girthy. You know, I guess I could switch the length and the width. So basically, it's an all-consuming size printer. I can't just put it somewhere. And I have a huge issue with storage in my studio. As you can see, I just built those, not the best of quality. I'm trying to email the seller to be like, 2 of these need to be replaced. But I have loads of just knickknacks and things that I think this drawer will be perfect for. It'll be the exact height I need it for, exact size of the printer, so I can just have that right over here in the corner and also all this will be off of the floor. So here is what we are building today. We've got loads of little bits of kit here, as you can see. Nice, nice, nice. And all of these. I chose this color because, to be honest, well, they didn't have black. They didn't even have gray. I was pretty disappointed. They have white or this grayish teal. And I went into IKEA once and I was like, oh, so annoying. I guess I could DIY paint it. But then the more I looked at it, the more I was like, I like the color. I don't really have a color scheme for the studio yet. I did want to do some sort of orange and teal, and well, this is perfect for that. So heck yeah, why not just go into it and yeah, let's go for it. A good day, a good day. I do heavily enjoy building this stuff. The time it takes to do it, not ever ideal. It always takes me longer than I expect because I'm so scared of making a mistake. And in fact, I think everything that I've built so far, I have started off with a mistake. I'm like jamming a dowel in, like, it slides in the video I watched. Why isn't it working? Mine is broken. Maybe I just have the spot in the wrong spot. So I like actually hammered it in because I knew you needed a hammer for this step though. It turns out, no, I'm just an idiot. So luckily I was able to put it all back, but this is why it takes me so long to do things. Even after watching videos, reading the instructions multiple times, I still manage to make many mistakes. But hey, c'est la vie, so it goes. There we go, just whoop. Do not, I'm gonna do a little hammer in here. Nice, another one of these plastic naily screwy things. Get in, sir. Yes, one more to go. Lord, this feels so exciting. It's so pretty. I cannot believe I've built this. Like, it does still blow my mind a bit. Everything that I've built so far, I've been like, it does give you just so much more pride, you know? Like, I did this. It is mine. So happy pushes. Come on, get in, please. Ta-da! That. Alex, you sly dog. I did it. And now my stupid friends are making stupid drawers. Yay. DIY day, part 2. Luke is over and we're gonna drill some holes and put up some mirrors. I've had this mirror for about 2 weeks now and he has not been up. Embarrassing. I'd love him here so that way when you walk down the hallway, you wake up in the morning, you just see the reflection all the way down there. Reflects also because when you walk into the house and you look this way, the light from the reflection of the mirror actually bounces off over to the other mirror that I'm going to be putting over here. And then that also shows the window, meaning that you always get access to multiple bit of visibility of the windows.
Be a montage. Montage.
DIY was the best. Always up for the test. So what are we doing? Measuring to make sure it's always like the same. Oh, the holes.
Yeah.
You said it's
very helpful. 4.35 centimeters in from each edge.
Perfect. Metric system. We have a Stanley, everybody. He's the man, Lee. You can see if there's a stud. Because he'll go beep beep beep.
He is also a Stanley.
Oh, I got the Stanley.
Oh, look at Stanley.
Stanley. This is not sponsored. Stanley, hit me up. Hit me up, Stanley.
Fuck it up.
Yeah.
This is how you test for there not being a wire or a
Stud
or a pipe in your wall. You get one of these guys or one of these guys.
They both do the same thing?
Both do the same thing. Both incredibly unreliable.
Okay, good, because every Amazon review said that.
Yeah.
Every Amazon review for these products told me not to buy it, so I haven't bought one because I don't know what to get.
There are walls in my house that don't have wires in them, that both of these will tell me there are wires on them, unless I touch another wall with my other hand at the same time. What? Okay. Yeah, you're good. That's lovely.
Steve Holt.
But we've got to test for pipes as well. I think it might just be a stud. I think you might be fine.
Might be.
I mean...
Yeah! I would not put that in the camera.
Hey man, you're a stud.
It looks like a hole.
Wow. What a man, what a man. Oh yeah. Wow.
One Punch Man. I have knife. Oh, there's no rack yet, so he's early. Let's put him down.
Okay. That's pretty close. Yay!
Yay!
Beautiful.
Huzzah! I don't think that's gonna work.
It actually kind of, it does stick.
But it's not, oh god.
Oh.
This might be too heavy.
Yeah, he's too heavy.
Yeah!
There we go, very nice.
There's a couple more things.
I do think they are meant to be pointed down though.
I think we'll leave it to the comments.
You're spreading fake news here, Evan.
No, they're supposed to go up as long as they're high.
Yeah, that's not... Okay, that's not particularly high, but okay.
Neither am I.
That's not true.
Perfect. There's just one more thing in here I'm looking for that I want to put up. Oh, there he is. I think both.
Ow! Oh my god, okay, at least you're not carrying a knife, bloody hell.
Yeah, that would have been a bit scarier.
Oh, oh.
He's just not metal enough yet.
Oh. Is that a cheese grater?
It's a microplane.
A ladle.
I don't know how often you think I ladle.
What?
He does it!
That is so satisfying.
There's
Nope.
I use those knives on the daily, so I think that's nice to have out of this cupboard.
Cool. What does this guy do?
What? That's the meat thermometer.
Oh, of course.
You just open them up and stick them in. But you can use this for non-meat, such as tofu. Tofu's got to be cooked to 75 degrees.
Does it?
No. We had a delicious dinner, and now we continue our drill late into the evening. Putting up big mirror.
Very irresponsible neighbors.
It'll only be for a second. Wow, you're in the mirror.
It's me.
I should probably be assisting. Now I have a nice mirror. I read a thing online that said, get a mirror that you're thinking of getting, but always get a size bigger than what you want. And I understand now. I actually got a size smaller because I wanted it to be a little bit smaller than the dining room table because I was concerned about it being larger than the furniture. Turns out, no, that's only when it's against the wall. Either way, I think he's perfect. He does the job. All right, so as soon as you walk in, look at this. We got a nice little mirror here. Look at that view. Beautiful. I love it. You can really see a lot, and you can actually see the mirror within the mirror, which was my goal. I worked out the angles. And so now over here, we've also got quite a nice view going on. Look at that. So nice. It makes my place look so much better. I love mirrors so much. This one could have been bigger, but I'm pretty happy with him. Also, if I go down this hallway, as you can see, ta-da, look at that. Hello. This is by far my favorite mirror. I didn't expect to love this one so much, but really do. And you can see, hopefully, all that's going on back there. And huzzah! Also, that knife rack. Wow, looks so great. Look at him. Doing such good stuff a knife rack should do, you know? I don't like that he's upside down, but also he has to be, otherwise he falls through. Amazing. All right, so my week of DIY is concluding with a little bit of pantry organization. You know, I just want to give a quick grievance. Whoever invented crop marks should be cropped out of a job. What's the point of give me a line, okay? I actually spent so long making these all with like ground ginger, and then I'll have the German underneath of it and what classification it is. I numbered them. And they give me those little crop marks so I can like cut using my little cutty boy. But once you do one cut, the crop marks are gone. I don't know where to cut. So I have to like draw straight lines on every single one, and it's very time consuming, but at the end of it, I'm gonna have a really nice looking spice rack. I'm a bit overwhelmed with content for the main channel preparing, and I think this is a destructive way to not do what I'm meant to be doing. But I'm aware of it. But I'm gonna still do it. I need the spices to look good. The first bit has now been finished. And before I go cutting and lining all the other ones, let me make sure that it works first. So I have different sizes for different things. I've got this one is about like 5 by 5 centimeters. A little bit less than that actually, like 4.5. Hopefully it'll go right here. Obviously that is not sage, but just for the spices. For bigger items like granola and such, I've got a little bit larger ones. But let's see how this goes. Every part of this process has been just so incredibly nerve-wracking. Like the aesthetic, beautiful. The pain, the suffering, not beautiful. The crushed peppers, the chili flakes here, have worked significantly better. If you look at it, it's because it's just like a millimeter shorter on the sides. I like to be an optimist. So the cumin and the crushed peppers, they've come out pretty well. They're also at the same height. They look great. I absolutely love the organization I've been able to do in my kitchen for different sections, have different things in them, and I try and have it as organized as possible. But you get diminishing returns towards the end for the aesthetic. This will definitely be the last big one for the kitchen, I think. To be fair, everything else has been finished. But let's see. I hope it's worth it. We'll see. here's a bit of DIY I didn't want or expect today. So the last 2 hours, the toilet's just been running. I don't know what's happened. As you can see, I tried taking it out to be like, stop it. It does not seem to want to stop. It is, he's just gurgling. I've tried Googling the problem. There's something going on in there. Like, look at him. I don't even see. But basically, I flushed once, and then it's non-stop. So, brand new builds, great quality. I tried calling for help, and they said that I'm not managed. I have to call the shared ownership people. So I tried calling them, and they're like, we're out. Unless someone's dying, we don't care. So I have a lovely sound to go to sleep to tonight. I'm gonna try and turn off the water at the stopcock. Please tell me there's an American word for stopcock. The sound of silence. I've sorted it out. The stopcock is actually in my utility cupboard. I found it, and I've turned it off. It has temporarily solved the problem, and now I do not have water. I actually ended up calling up to be like, hello, help me. And they were like, no, deal with your guys' shared ownership, peasant. So then I called them, and they went, hey, listen, that's not our problem, actually. So why don't you call a plumber and get it fixed? And I was like, I literally just moved in. How is this not a defect? And he's like, those are the breaks. You're a leaseholder. Sorry, bub. Leaseholders get fucked. And then I was like, I was fairly certain I was told that there's a defectives period, and this is well within that. And he went, oh, I do see now your file. You do have a certain period. I'm sorry. You're just a bit ridiculous that, like, before this, he was like totally okay to be like, sorry, that's just your fault. I literally just moved in. So I've reported a problem now. I have to wait for it to be repaired either tomorrow or the next day. And until then, no water. And it's a perfect time to try in my new kitchen after all the DIY. I made myself a full roast dinner. Sure, the gravy could be a bit thinner, but I'm very proud of these Yorkshire puddings, the nice medium rare steak, and roasties. All right, so I got a lot of my DIY finished. There's still, just a couple things that I'm planning on doing. I'm actually sending that mirror back for a larger one. It's also a bit distorty, so compared to this one, it's absolutely beautiful. It makes me want to cry how pretty that boy is. So compared to that one, I'm just gonna send that one back in the future. But yeah, hoping to get some blinds. I'm actually working with a brand to hook me with some blinds coming up in the future, get some plant stands and that type of thing. And yeah, just really settling into the space, and yeah, feels great. Thank you so much for watching. If you didn't know, I'm going to LA this week, so stay tuned. I'll be uploading vlogs, a little road trip, photography journey. Me, Heather, Luke, Ellie. I'm really excited to document my next trip. Anyway, I hope to see you guys then. See you around. Bye-bye.